We missed 3 opportunities to do our thing. Oklahoma, where the wind comes rolling down the plain.
But we also like the Big 12. Big 12. Oklahoma, happy fan base. Not Texas, that's for sure. Horns down. Oklahoma, happy. UC, miserable. Chad, get us started here for Oklahoma.
Dylan Gabriel, man. I don't know. I really like the guy. I think he's a serious Heisman contender. Came from UCF last year. It's really taking over this offense and is playing well. Obviously Texas is their only team they really have to play out of the Big 12, the really big contenders right now. And Texas is not looking good. Quinn Ewers just got hurt, right? I don't see any reason why they couldn't coast to the end. That being said, are they a one-loss team or are they undefeated still?
Oklahoma's still undefeated.
They're absolutely a contender for the playoff. UC, it's sad, but I was never sold on Satterfield. I don't think he's a great coach. I think he can recruit people to come there, but I just really don't think that he's got what it takes to get the talent to do what it needs to do to be successful there. It's hard too when you come in after a coach that was successful, Luke Fickell. I don't know. They got some soul searching to do to get this shit corrected.
I was at the UC Baylor game, and I've been noticing this trend all year with Satterfield. He is a hell of a recruiter. I'll give him that. But there's a reason why the Louisville fan base cheered when he left. Because he was doing good enough to not get fired, but not bad enough to leave. So he was just kind of stuck at Louisville. And everybody at Louisville was like, please leave, man. Go to like Division II or something. But it's the reason why he's not that great of a coach is because he's not that great of a play caller. They'll have Emory Emory Jones. I blanked on his name for a second. But he'll like drop back and then do a quarterback draw right into the offensive line. Not even into a hole, right into the back of the offensive line. And then there's a guy right there to tackle him. Like they get no yardage.
No penetration.
So yeah. And
nice.
UC fan base, they were getting a little fed up the other day. So yeah. But Oklahoma's fan base, a lot better than last year. They were down last year. And then this year they beat Texas. They're undefeated. Everything's looking good. They may have a first round exit in the playoff. But UCF is down there with UC. I would even put Houston, the other newbie in there, down at the bottom and of their fan base, kind of sad bums. And then
Baylor.
Definitely Kansas State.
Yeah,
sucks.
Kansas State.
Hey, they're 5-2. They haven't beat anyone, but they're 5-2.
They beat Southeast Missouri, Troy, and pretty much everybody at the bottom of the Big 12.
Who beat them? That's the real question. Who are the teams that beat them?
Missouri and Oklahoma State.
A whole bunch of nothing.
Yeah. Well, actually, okay. Where did Oklahoma State come from? Like, I kind of forgot about them after they lost like 2 games early in the year. Oklahoma State is 5-2.
By the way, we also missed 3 opportunities.
Keep gun these teams down. Apparently,
we missed 3 opportunities to do our thing. Oklahoma, where the wind comes rolling down the plain.
I don't know. I just think it's like a Big 12. It's a 12 conference thing. A Big 12, Pac-12. They don't really play that well defense. They just let it gets run up the scores, and it's whoever can just keep going.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's fun football, but it's hard to compete when you're just.
Although Oklahoma State actually had a defense the past couple years.
Yeah.
TCU had a defense last year.
Yeah.
UC has a defense, but if the offense isn't moving, there's only so much you could do. But I can't wait for the realignment. I want to see Colorado in this division.
This conference
Nebraska
is
something.
This conference is going to be so much fun. So many there's still like a lot of fan bases who have a lot of passion, but then they're absolutely miserable at the same time. I mean, really, we could have a long list of miserable fan bases in this because we didn't even talk about West Virginia, where like the beginning of the year it was like Neil Brown was slowly and painfully saving his job, and now they're kind of fading a bit.
Hey, what's the next conference?
Hey, I didn't even get to get my points yet on this. But yeah, Oklahoma looks good.
It doesn't matter.
The main thing is Oklahoma actually has a defense, which has not existed for them in like 7 years, it feels like. But yeah, now we can move on.
I don't know. Can they finish out the season? That's the real thing. Can they continue to do what they do? Because I feel like every year one of these Big 12 teams blows at the end.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting thing with Oklahoma. I'm very curious to see if they can keep it going all year. I think they can afford a loss and still make the playoff. Also, the other thing, Oklahoma was supposed to play Georgia this year, and the SEC told them to cancel it. We all lost because of that.
Yeah, that would have been a good game.